Hello everybody, I just wanted to do a quick basic peyote stitch for beginners. We've all got to start somewhere. So if you can do peyote stitch, you can make any of these items. You can make the little mini bags, bracelets. This one is peyote stitch, all peyote stitch, the whole thing. This is peyote stitch. These little toggle, it's peyote stitch. This bracelet, peyote stitch. So yeah, if you can, and these, the bezeled cabochons, it's all peyote stitch. So yeah, it's a very simple stitch, and once you can do that, you can make all of these things. So I thought I'd do a quick basic peyote stitch for beginners. And yeah, if you can do peyote, you can do any of these items. So it's a quick little tutorial for you on how to do peyote stitch. Right, give me a moment, I'll just get hooked up to the gadget, what do you call it, tripod-y thing for my camera, and then we'll get on with the how to do peyote. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do one like this one. Hang on, I'll put it on so you can see it. Oops, zoom out, sorry, see it on. It's very simple but very effective. Or this one, which is in the gold. Same again, very simple, very effective. I've just added a different colour bead to the edge, so yeah. I'm going to do that just to show you how to do a very basic peyote stitch. And once you can do this stitch, it applies to all those pieces I've just shown you. So I've put on a stop bead, just to save time, and I think I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 beads, so an even number of beads. This is even count peyote stitch. So we'll start with that and then I'll show you the odd count. So we're going to pick up a bead, we're going to skip the first bead, and we're going to go through the next one, like so, and pull our work up. And they should sit side by side. These are little triangle beads actually, but they work quite nicely for a peyote stitch. So there you've got 2 sitting at the bottom like so. That's what it should look like. Then you're going to pick up another bead, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to miss a bead and then go through the following bead. So it's hit one, miss one, hit one, miss one, basically. So there you've got another one in place. Sorry, it's not quite sitting. There you go, it should sit like that. And we're going to take another bead. You're going to miss one, and then you're going to go through one, like so. Oops. And your work should look like that. Same again. Excuse me. Pick up a bead, miss a bead, go through a bead. I need to move this stuff up, I want to keep getting caught. And that's what your work will look like. And you're going to flip your work around. Going to pick up a bead, and now you can see you've got a row of beads that way, and then you've got a row of sticky out beads. And all you're going to do is simply go through all the sticky out beads. So you're going through every other bead. So we're coming out of this end one. I'm going to go up through that one that's sticking out. Oops, just one. Oops. I don't know why I keep catching the bracelet. And then up like so. Pick up another bead. Up through the sticky out bead. Like so. Pick up another bead. Go through. Pick up another bead. go through, and that's all there is to it. And you're just going to keep flipping your work around. At this point you can take your stop bead off because you don't need it, and just keep going all the way like that, adding your beads through all the ones that are sticking out. And that's all there is to peyote stitch. So if you can do that, you can make any of these things. Just keep going like so, back and forth, back and forth. Now, if you want to do an odd count peyote stitch, there's going to be a slight difference because you're going to get to the end and there's not going to be a bead, but I will show you how to do that next. So you just keep going like so, and then flip around and carry on. So you're just flipping it backwards and forwards and going through those sticking out beads like so, and eventually you will end up with this. And if you leave a nice long tail, which I do, leave a nice long tail, and obviously a tail at the other end when you take your thread off, that's what you would use to thread on some beads and a clasp back through here, and then just weave it in and out and reinforce a couple of times, and boom, you have a bracelet. So that's how we do peyote stitch. And now I'll show you how to do the odd count, which you'll need to make something like this, because this is odd count peyote, and so is this one. This is odd count as well. So I'll show you how to do odd count peyote, and then in a separate video I'll show you how to reduce so that you can bring it, you know, to a point or change the shape of it. So this next one I'll show you how to do the odd count. I'm going to unthread this, rethread it with some beads and my stop, and then I'll show you how to do the odd count. Okay, so we're back. I've got my stop bead, and this time I've got 7 beads. So I'm going to pick up one. We start off exactly the same. We miss that first one and go through the next one. Try and keep it on there so I can show you. Oops. Pull that up, and they should sit like that, side by side. And then take your next bead, and again it starts off the same, so you're missing a bead and then going through a bead like so. Miss a bead, miss one, and then go through one. And now you see you're left with one bead at the top, so you can't miss one and go through one. So what we do is we pick up a bead, and it's really simple, so don't be afraid of odd count peyote. I was for a long time. I thought, oh, I don't do it. It's one of the easiest things, so don't let it freak you out or put you off too much. So we're going to take our one bead, we're going to slide that down. You don't have to slide it down, you can go straight through once you've got the idea. So I'm going to put that bead so it sits beside this one, like so. Then we're going to go back down the one beside it and the one underneath it, which is going to pop that into place where it should be, like so. And then we're coming up this one, so we want to come down to the right to just that one bead, like so, just the one, and then go up the one beside it, once you get the hang of it you'll be able to do it all in one, going up through this one and then the next one. And I'm going to go through this one and this one, so we're going through the one above that, and then on the diagonal to the left hand side, pull through, and then we'll go down through that one beside it, and there. When we flip our work, we're ready to go. We have our end bead in place. So I'll go up this way. So this way you will have enough beads. It's every time you do the turnaround. So I'll show you again how to do that. Go up this way, every other bead, and that's easy because they're all sticking out, so you can see clearly where your beads are there. The sticky out ones is the ones you want. And then up through there. Then we flip our work around. And again, when we get to the other end, which is then with our stop bead, which we no longer need, we won't have a bead to go through, and I'll show you what to do again. So pick up a bead. Again, this is just the same as the other peyote stitch, the even count, it's exactly the same. Just going through those sticky out beads, like that. And then again, we get to the end, and there's only one bead. So we can't do the normal process. So we take a bead, and I'm going to go down through this one. It's going close. I'm going to go down through this one, which is where I want the bead to sit beside, like that. So I'm going to go down through there and through the one below it at a diagonal, like so. And if it doesn't pull into place immediately, just pop it down, give it a pull, and then we go down through this bead here. We're just following the beads so as not to pull anything out of line. Back up the one beside it, and if you can at the same time, the one in the middle. Oh, and I've gone through the third one as well. Let's just take it through the two so you can see. So I'm coming out of here, going up the one beside it, and then the one above it there. Then out through this one. Down through that one. And then you're ready to flip your work and your beads are in place. Do that one more time. Right, let's just stitch to the end. I'll stitch to the end and then back to the last bit off camera, and I'll meet you there and show you again. Okay, so I've been down that way. I'm coming back, and this will be the end with the bead, with the stop bead, which is the end that there will be no second bead. So through the sticky out one, and now we don't have a sticky out one. So what we'll do is take a bead, and I'm going to go down through this bead here, and hopefully down the one on the diagonal, like so, and pull, and then you just pop that down into place like so. And then you want to, we're coming out of this one here, you want to coming out this bead, to come down this one, continuing on the diagonal. And then we're going to go back up the bead beside the one we're coming out of, like so. And then we're going up through this one, coming out here, jumping across that one, and hopefully up through this top bead on the diagonal as well, yeah. Going through those two. And then back down through this one. And there you're ready to flip your work and go on this side. So one more time. We go this way. There will be enough there will be enough spaces for for your beads. So I'm getting over a cough at the moment. Again, I think I've had COVID. Right, so there's enough there. Then we flip our work. Back up through all the sticky out beads. All the ones sticking out, like so. Exactly the same as even count peyote stitch, like I said before, until you get to the end when you find you only have one bead, so you can't miss one and then hit one, because there is only one. So we take that one, add one bead, coming out of here. So we want to go down into this bead at the top, this top one. Oops, I've tangled in my, like so. And if you didn't already get down it in the one go, gone down this one. Now we're going to go down this one here. Oops. Down through that one. Then down through this one. Across to this one. If we can on the diagonal, up through that one there. Okay, so we're going through two beads, back up through there. Back up through this top one here. And then back down the bead we added. And that's all there is to it. Peyote stitch, odd count and even count. And like I said, if you do master that, you can make any of these lovely little items, or this one, or this one, or these, or these. Your own little toggles for clasps. So yeah, all these things all made from peyote stitch. So if you can master it, odd count and even count, the world of peyote is open to you. And there's lots of options. You can buy patterns online for peyote stitch, or you can make up your own patterns. You can just buy the pattern paper. Okay guys, so there's a beginner video. I thought I'd do a few beginner videos for those of you who are just starting out your beading journey. And I hope that's helpful for you with the odd count and the even count peyote stitch. Okay everybody, have a great day. I'll be back with lots more tutorials really soon. Bye everybody.